Beyond the Badge is brought to you by Stefan Cadolin of Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty and the Edina Crime Prevention Fund.
Welcome to Beyond the Badge, a program about the inner workings of the Edina Police Department. Thanks for joining us. I'm Officer Brian Hubbard. Edina police officers have some new protection when going into dangerous situations, thanks to an anonymous donor. The donor gave the police department $20,000 with the intention that new tactical ballistic vests be purchased for the SWAT team. The same donor helped purchase ballistic vests for the SWAT team 5 years ago. The manufacturer's warranty on the SWAT vest purchased 5 years ago expired in 2009.
There's been a lot of advances on the vests. They have greater protection, they're lighter weight, they do a better job of stopping bullets and rifle rounds. There's just greater mobility than we had with the existing vests that we currently are using.
New tactical ballistic vests cost about $2,400 each. While all police officers may pull over commercial vehicles, an officer who has been certified as a commercial vehicle inspector has been trained to look for specific violations that may be more challenging to find, such as brakes, equipment, overweight, and logbook violations. Officer Keith Berger recently became a certified commercial vehicle inspector. Let's go to Officer Aaron White over at the Edina Police Department, who is there to talk with Berger about his new role.
Thank you, Brian. We're at the Edina Police Department today to learn a little bit about commercial vehicle inspection, and to do that, I'm joined again by Officer Keith Berger. Keith, thanks for being back on the show.
Thank you again.
We've had you here before to talk about traffic-related issues, always a big concern of the Edina Police Department. You're a member of our traffic unit.
I am.
And recently, you completed some training to kind of supplement your skills and become a certified commercial vehicle inspector. Am I saying that all correctly?
You are, yes. I am now a certified commercial vehicle inspector.
What does that training entail? What's different about that versus what a regular patrol officer or traffic officer knows about?
Well, this training is geared towards commercial motor vehicles, and it's learning how to inspect them, check their brakes, make sure they're not driving when they shouldn't be driving, make sure that their trucks are operating and trailers are operating safely.
Define a commercial vehicle. What are we talking about when we say a commercial vehicle?
Commercial vehicle is defined as a vehicle or combination of vehicles that has a weight rating or actual weight of over 10,000 pounds.
Okay, we'll translate that a little bit. What does that mean? Give us some examples.
It can be anything from a pickup truck and a 2-axle trailer to a semi-truck and trailer.
Does it have to be involved in commercial trade? For example, if I'm pulling a boat trailer with 2 axles, is that a commercial vehicle?
That can be a commercial motor vehicle as long as it's over 10,000 pounds and it's in commerce. It's making money somehow. Like your fishing boat, if it was going up to a fishing tournament where he's going to make some money, then that'd be a commercial motor vehicle.
What are the common violations you see?
I see a lot of brake violations. Either brakes aren't working or they're out of adjustment, so they're not working effectively. I also see a lot of load securement issues where things aren't tied down.
So if you make a traffic stop on a commercial vehicle, is that vehicle automatically subject to an inspection, or what triggers the need or you doing an inspection?
Well, if I stop a commercial motor vehicle, I will more than likely do an inspection on it. Some things to consider are your placement. I mean, if I don't have a safe place to inspect a commercial motor vehicle, I won't inspect it. And time. If I don't have time to conduct a full inspection, I won't do it.
Sure. These are somewhat common violations, aren't they? There's quite a few commercial vehicles on the road. What are some examples of you've seen out on the road?
I've seen everything from I actually had a trailer with a bobcat on it that was running, and it was not tied down.
Not tied to the trailer at all?
Just drove it on the trailer and started driving the truck away.
And that leads me to why is this important? It's really a safety matter, isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of safety issues. There's drivers that drive fatigued. There are issues with a lot of, like I said, brake issues, trailers that aren't secured to their towing vehicle properly. There's just a lot of safety things out there that we need to make
Sure.
sure people are following.
People do not want bobcats falling onto the highway in front of them, or
No, they don't.
along those lines. If a resident sees a commercial vehicle operator that's maybe suspect or has a number of violations, what's the best thing for them to do? What information would you like to know in order to check into that?
Just go ahead, give the Edina Police Department a call, and either get directed to me or another patrol officer, and we'll handle it accordingly.
Very good. Well, thanks for filling us in a little bit about what commercial vehicle inspection is all about. Appreciate your time, Keith.
Thank you, Aaron.
Officer Keith Berger is a member of our traffic unit and now a certified commercial vehicle inspector here at the police department. We'll return to you in the studio, Brian.
Thank you, Aaron. Since early November, there have been about a half dozen burglaries in western Edina. All occurred during daytime hours. In nearly all of the cases, force was used to enter the home. In each episode of Beyond the Badge, we take an in-depth look at different ways viewers can protect themselves from crime. In light of the recent burglaries, this month we are reminding people how to reduce their risk of burglary. Make your home seem occupied. Turn on a TV or radio loud enough to be heard from the outside. Lock your doors, even when you're in the house. Ask neighbors and friends to keep an eye on your property. Use your alarm system if you have one. Before leaving town, those people who will be away from their homes for a week or longer should call the Edina Police Department with their address and emergency contact information. Community service officers will provide regular checks on the property.
So what they'll do is they'll walk around the house, they'll check the doors to make sure that they're not broken into, they'll make sure that the windows are not broken, and see that things just look normal and not out of the ordinary.
Call the police department's non-emergency line at 952-826-1610 if you're going to be away from home for an extended amount of time. All suspicious vehicles or people should be reported to the Edina Dispatch Center by calling 911. On behalf of my co-host, Officer Aaron White, and the rest of the officers of the Edina Police Department, thanks for tuning in to learn a little bit more of what goes on beyond the badge. Tune in next month when we'll tell you about the Edina Police Department's Officer of the Year. Until then, stay safe.
Beyond the Badge is brought to you by Stefan Caroline of Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty and the Edina Crime Prevention Fund.